do the practical of 1D array in Java, and we can understand with the coding part, like how we can do the work with the 1D array and normal array, you can say also. Let's go to the STS and let me remove everything. Okay. So this is the 2D array, but we have to go with the 1D array. So let me remove this part also. Okay. So as of now we have a main method only in the array test. Okay. Here let's understand 1D array. 1D array or array you can say. So 1D array example. Okay. So for example, I want to create an array which is able to store 5 data or maybe the 10 data. Okay. How we can write a code for that? So one thing is I can create an array which is integer type. So int arr, and I can here I have just declare. This is the I have declared the array, and now this is the declaration of the array. Declaration of array. I need to initialize the array. So how can I initialize the array? I can write arr equal to new int, or I have to give some size equal to 10. So I can give here 10 also. So here the length of the this is the length only. So length of the array will be only positive. If you give something like minus value, so that is not good. That will give the errors. Okay. You can give here 0 also. Okay, but it will not create any block of the code for you. Okay, let's try to understand. If you want to see the how it will look like, so we can go with the debugger and we can see how the object will be created for that. So let me put one debugger here, or you can write here also. So just give me one debugger here. So this is the debuggers. Okay. Okay, fine. And here also I will try to print, oh my god, s out. I will print array of 0. Just I want to print the value of the 0 index. Okay. So this is the R&D you have to do on the array. Then only you can understood in the better way, how exactly array will doing the work. Okay, so I have declared one array. I have initialized the array. Initialize the array. Change the initialize. Change the declaration. Some spelling mistake. Okay, so I have created here I have put one debugger point. Let's start it. So once you start in the debugger mode, you can see here, go to this variables, and here you can see we have one arguments only, which is a string of 0, and here you can see the ID of this one is 3, and it's the empty. It's created empty array is created. Same thing, this is the ARGS. If you go next, you can see ARR is created, and if you see here, this one is also created one empty box, same thing like that. Okay, so this is the one empty box is created, there is no value inside this. Okay, this is only empty, so you can give here 0, no issue. Okay, let's go and print it. So if you try to print it, so let me open this one. Here you can see array of 0 is 0 only. If you try to print, we are getting the exception, because here it's saying like array index out of bound exception 0 out of the bound of the length 0, because you have given the length of array is 0. Okay, so if it is 0, it will give you one empty array. If length is 0, then array will be empty, like that, empty array. So you can't access any 0 index value also, because it will not give any. So because of that we are getting here error. Okay, so this is the one things. Okay, what about if I give you here 1 or 2 or something? So let's give the 1. Okay, and must go back. Okay, and let's give here 1 and try to access the 0 value. Okay, and now again run the debug mode. Once you run the debug mode, you can see here, go down, go to the variables, you can see. Now if you see, this is the 0 index value having a default value which is 0. If you go down, it will not give any exception, it will print on the console 0, because this is the one length, so it will at least give like that 0. This is the one data. Okay, so this is called declaration, this is called initializations of the array. So while initializing the array, here you have to give the size. If you not give the size, it will give the error. So here the array size is mandatory. Array size is mandatory. Array size is required. Requirements you have to give. If you not give, you can get error. So keep this point in your mind also. So let me give right now 10. So this is the 10 we have created, and we are trying to access of the 0. Now let's go and see. Okay, like how our array will look like. So once you created the array, go down and just go and see here in the variable sections. You can see your array will be look like that. If you create the 10 variables of the array, this is your array. Like that it will look like, and default value is 0. Same thing. Okay, if you access it also, it will give 0. So let's go. So you can see here 0. Now I try to change some value. So we already discussed, like if you want to store some value inside this array, you can write array of index position, for example 1, and I have to store 300, and array of 9. You can't go out of the index, otherwise you can get out of index bound of exception, and here I have stored 500. Okay, now let's run your project in the debug mode and see like what he given exactly. So if you see here, okay, as of now this value is inserted in the array, but still this value is not inserted as of now. So once you want to insert this one also, you have to click next. So once you click next, you can see here in the one index we have inserted 300, and in the index number 9 we have inserted 500. Okay, and this is your array now. I hope you understood. So it's inserted here 300 and it's inserted here 500. Okay, so your array will become like that. So as of now we understood the basic, like how we can create the array, how to declare the array, how to initialize the array, how to put the value in the array, how to get value from the array. Okay, while taking the value from the array you can use like that. So this is the one way. For example, I don't want to write 2 lines of the codes, like declaring in 1 line, initializing the 1 line. I want to write this code in 1 line only. I want to write this code in 1 line only. Yeah, then you can write it like that. Int arr equal to new int and give here size, which is 5 power 10. Whatever you want to give the length of the size of the array, you can give here. Okay, so this is the one things. So you can initialize and you can declare, both things you can do in the 1 line. Once you do it, you can print this data also. So how you can print the array using the loop? So basically we are doing the operations on the array with the help of the loop only. So if you want to iterate this loop, iterate the loop and print this value of the array, we can take the help of the loop. So for example, let's try the loop. So loop will be int I equal to 1 or 0, 1 or 0. So basically we can go with the 0. Why? Because our array index will start with 0, so that we can start reading the value from the array from the 0 only. So int I equal to 0, I less than how much, we have a array reference dot one variable called length. So it will go up to before the length only, it will not go up to length. So it will execute only 9 times, not 10 times, and I plus plus. Okay, and here you can write s out. So this loop will execute 10 times. It will start with the 0 and it will go less than 10. This is nothing but 10. Array dot length is nothing but 10, which is the size of array. So it will go up to 9. Once it is become 10, 10 less than equal to 10, condition is false, it will go outside. So we need to display the value also. So we can write array of I. So first time it will execute array of 0, which is print here, array of 0, array of 1, array of 2, array of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Once it has become 10, it will go outside and it will print the next statement, otherwise it will complete it. So let me run this code. So you can see here all those 0. Fine. But before going to print, I have to store some data inside this. Okay. So I want to take value from the users and I want to insert it. So this is the print array using loop. So we have written how we can print the loop. Now I am going to write a logic which is taking the value from the users and insert inside the array. As of now we know like how we can put the value inside the array. ARR of index position 6 equal to, we can give the value equal to 300. So like that we already know, but I don't want to store the value manually here. I have to take those value from the user. So you can see here we have modified the value here in the array, which is 306 position. Okay, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, index number 6 we have stored the value. But I don't want to do like that. Take value from the users. Okay, take value from users and insert inside the array. Okay, These things we have to do. How we can do it? So for that we have to create a scanner object. So scanner sc equal to new scanner, because while taking a value from the users we have to take the help of a scanner. So system dot in. Okay, so our scanner object is created. Now we can print one message, s out enter whatever the size we have. So we can say 10, enter 10 integer value. Okay, so user will enter the 10 integer value separate with comma. Yes, no, separate with the space or enter we can say. So for example, we have printed one message, and then after whatever the value he given, we need to store those value inside the array. This array we have to store. So what we can do? I will write store user value in array. So for that I can take one loop, because I don't want to take one value from the users. I have to take 10 value from the users. If I want to take one value, I don't want to write a loop, but I want to take a 10 value from the users, definitely I have to go with the loop. It's a easy process. Otherwise, if you not go with the loops, you have to write here array of 0 equal to sc dot next int. And these things you have to write 10 times. For 10 times means for 0 index, for 1 index, for 2 index, for 3 index, and we can take the value from the users and we can store it. Okay, so this is look like a difficult task for us to do manually. Okay, let me run and show you so that you can understood. So as of now we have to enter the only how much value, which is 5 value, 0 to 4 only. So we can enter the 5 value, it will find. So let's insert the value inside the array. So here I am going to insert 10, enter 20, enter 30, 40, 50. So this is the 5 value I have inserted. So you can see it's printed 10, 20, 30, 50, 40, and the remaining is 0. So like that you can insert it. Here one more things I will do. I will print one message, print array, print array. Print array, and this is like we have written 10 times. How many times? 10 times. Then only you can take the value from the users. Okay, so while writing it 10 times, we can write 1 times. What we can do? We can write 1 times. Why we are to write it 10 times? That is not good now. Yeah, it is not good. Only we have to do the one things, which is iterate the loop, write a loop, and which is every time value will be changed 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4. So those things will be taken care by I equal to 0, and every time we can increment it and we can give the same conditions. So while writing at that much line of the code, just remove all those, okay, and write one for loop. So simply go with the for loop, and here you can write int I equal to 0 and I less than equal to array dot length and I plus plus. Every time it will increment. Okay, and this should be also will be changed, so we can copy this one, okay, and put only one line inside this loop, and always this value will be changed 1, 2, 3. So I will be changed and remove that much line of the code. No need to write that much. because we are taking the help of the loop, and loop is only able to simplify our automation process and unwanted writing a multiple line of the code also. So now you can see in the within the one lines, two lines of the code, we are able to take 10 value from the users, and previously we have to write 10 times, then only you can take the value from the users. So here we are taking the value from the users. Okay, we have written a code for that. Let's run it. Let's run it. So once you run it, it's showing like 10 integers value. So one thing is like you can give 10, 20. This is the one things to enter the value from the users. Also you can give like that through the space. So 10, 20, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is how much value? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we are given 10 value. No need to give this 2 times space. Okay. So through the space also you can separate it and just enter. You can see printed array is 10, 20, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to 7. It's printed. If you run this code with the debug mode, let's run it. So let's run this code in the debug mode. So once you run in the debug mode, you can see here, go down, scan object, it will printed. Then it's waiting. Enter one number. So I have enter one numbers. Enter. Then again it's saying like please enter one more number. So I have entered the 3 also. Again it's waiting. So while giving the lots of the time, just to give like that. Okay, and just enter it, but it's not going because why? Every time we have to go and do the manually, so it will take 10 times value, and then after it's coming here and it will execute also 10 times. So 1 times 1, second time 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the power of debugger. Debugger will print one and each line of the code one by one. Okay, so like that we can see each and everything, like how we can take the value from the users and how we can store the how we can print those value also. So like that you can write a code to take the value from the users and store inside our array. Okay, and how we can print it. So as of now we understood those things. Okay, for example, so we have a array. So this is the one things of the array. Same thing, let's remove it. And if you guys please pause and write the notes also, so that it's very important for you. So here the whatever we have discussed as of now, those are we have discussed for like creating a array and do the work with this one. Okay, so let me do something like we can create an array in the 3 way. Okay, so one way is like int arr, we are writing new int and we are specifying the whatever the size. So this is the one way to create a array. This is the 2 way, which is int arr, and you can give new int square bracket, and here only you can give the data, whatever the data you have to put here. Okay, you can give. Let me remove. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can give the data also like that. So this is the another way to write a create a array object. Okay, I will explain you the third way also. So this is the third way. You can create int arr, and directly in the curly braces only you can give your data. Right. So this is the theory way we can create a object of the array. Okay, so please remember it also. Okay, one more interesting things I am going to show you. For example, I am going to create one array which is int arr, and here I will give it some value which is 1, 40, 20, 12, 4, 6. So this is not sorted array. This is the array we have created. If you want to print this array, so you can take the help of the loop and you can print it. Okay, we have already discussed just before. But if you want to print the whole array at the same time, any whatever the array you have created, you can print it. So you can write s out, and in Java having a one class called arrays. So write s out arrays. We have a one class called arrays which is available in java.util arrays.toString, and you can pass your array name. Okay, through that you can print your all array at the same line of the code and at is one times. So here you can see your array, it will printed. So this is the another way. If you want to print like that, you can also print no ISO 1D array. If you want to, for example, this array is not sorted array. I want to sort this array. Sort. Okay. So right now, if you see, if you print this array, it's not a sorted order. Okay. Now sort the array. So while doing a sorting of the array, you can see here, this is not sorted array. Okay, so let me write after sorting. After sorting the array, if you want to sort, this is the message I have printed as of now. I want to sort the array. So here you can see it's unsorted array. It's look like I want to sort the array. What we can do, you can do these things in the one line of the code. Okay, but if you write a like bubble sort, selection sort, then you have to take the help of the for loop 2 times, and then we can iterate and we can separate the data. But this arrays class is a utility class, and this class having a power to sort your array within one line of the code. How? So just write array dot sort. So array having a one method called sort, and just pass your array name here. This will sort your array, and now you can print your array with the same thing, like with the help of the arrays class only. So arrays dot toString and pass your array. So this is line to sort your array. It will sort your array in the one line of the code. Let me run. You can see here, now your array is sorted. Okay, so this is the simple things I will show you. I will give you some more about details about it. It's a very important topics of the array. Okay, so don't forget and don't miss it. It's very important. You can see this array class is a utility class. It's available in the java.util package. Okay, if you go below, this is the class which is array, having a constructor, arrays having a so many method which is sort or something. I will show you. So these are the sort method. This is a parallel sort methods available inside this. Okay, so this array having a 2 methods which is sort. Any types of the array it will sort. Any types of the array it will sort it. But make sure it's only the primitive types. It's not a reference type or like whatever the we are saying, like inbuilt or reference type. So reference type data will not sort, like student class, if you create object and we can make it a student as a what array, so that will not able to sort. It will sort only for the whatever the primitive data types we have, which is integer, char, float, double boolean, sort, those things. Okay. Okay guys, I hope you understood. So please enjoy this course and we can discuss more about upcoming video. Okay, how we can do the work with the array, how we can search some value in the array. For example, same thing, this is things you understood. Okay, so for example, I will tell you like what is the linear search. Okay, linear search in array. Linear search in array. What is the linear search? Linear search means for example, you have some list amount of the list of the data, like 1 2 5 6 8 9, and in this you have to search some particular value. So I'm saying like search value is 10, search value n equal to 10. So this value you need to search inside this array, is it available or not. So if you see 10 is not available in this array, so you can say like 10 is not available. If you give something like 8, yes, 8 is available in this array, so you can print 8 is available at index number, at position you can print. So you can print the index number, you can print the positions, like that. So how we can write a code for that? Okay, so one thing is like you can take this value from the users, this value also you can take from the users, and you can write a code. One thing is like take this value, directly create a object for that. So we already know the value, so just write arr square bracket and curly braces, inside this put and just give the comma. Each value will be separated with comma and semicolon. So our array is created. If you want to take this value from the edges, you can take. Otherwise you can write int n equal to 10 or something, or 8 something. So for example 8. Write a logic. So for example, right now we have a small array. For example, this array size is very big, very big, something like 50, 34, 23. So this is very big size of the array. For example, 1000, 2000 or 1 lakh maybe. So that time you can go with the loop and try to iterate each and every loop, every value. So go each and every value and compare this value. 1 is equal to 8 or not, 2 is equal to 8 or not, 4 is equal to 8 or not. You have to check. So use the one thing called I equal to 0 and I less than equal to array dot length and I plus plus. So through that we can iterate the array, this array, and it will go up to the length. Okay, and inside this we can write a logic like if array dot length, not array dot length, array of I. So I should be 1 2 3, it will check with every value equal to n, whatever the value we have given for the search. If it is available, what you can do is you can print and you can say n is at index, and you can print the index, which is nothing but I. Okay, and you can break also, no need to search again. Okay, if it is not available. Also for the indicator, you can take one boolean status equal to false. Okay, and here if you see, so false. So also a status you can write, so status equal to true. If it is true only, then only it will true. If it is true, it means you got a value and we have printed it. So go to the after loop, and here you can write if a status is true, then make it false. If it is false, if a status is true, make it false and don't print this. Okay, and if the value is not match, then automatically it will be false. So if it is false, make it true and print this line of the code, like not available in array. So this is the one things you can write here. This is the simple logic to set one by one elements. The time complexity of this logic is order of n. Time complexity is order of n. Okay, it will take order of n time to execute this logic and such. Let me run. So as of now we have 8, so it's saying like 8 is available at index number 4. Yes, 0 1 2 3 4. Yeah, it's fine. If you tell like something like 10, so 10 is not available, I think. So let's go with the 10, and if you run this code, you can see 10 is not available in the array. So this is the simple logic for the linear search I have written. I hope you understood. Thank you so much for watching my video.